Hello and welcome to the HWN Podcast. I'm Ethan.
I'm Rob.
And today
Help.
we've got a announcement to make at the end of the episode that we hope you're all going to enjoy. So, Rob, how's life treating you?
I'm still here. Mental health issues, but I'm good.
Anything new?
Not really.
What you telling me earlier about some Lego?
Oh, I've got into Lego to help my mental health. I've got an R2-D2 Lego.
Awesome. So you've got into Lego for mental health reasons?
Yeah, it's fun. Calms me down.
It's good. So you got some R2-D2 Lego, that's cool.
Started on a new cosplay.
Yeah? Which one?
Dark Raven.
Oh yeah, you showed me the mask you had 3D printed.
Yeah, a mate's cousin he's 3D printed it, he's just got to paint it now. I bought a Dark Raven's lightsaber.
Yeah?
So yay.
That's awesome.
What about you?
Nothing much, really. I've just been working on that special project that we'll announce later, and watching some Critical Role campaign too.
But now to the main thing.
Now to the main thing. Let's
Can you hear it?
get down the road.
Can you hear it?
I can hear it.
Down, down, down the road.
Down the witch's road.
Okay, that's it for the singing.
Yeah, we can't sing. Sorry about that, guys. In advance.
It's very catchy.
It is extremely catchy. Actually, it's post-advance. I should have said that before we started singing. But, yeah.
Yeah, spoiler warning.
Spoiler warning for Agatha.
I enjoyed it.
So.
2 episodes in. Watching the third later.
Third later? It's tomorrow.
At
the time of recording.
I thought it was a Wednesday.
It's every Thursday, which I think they've done on purpose, so the last episode ends on Halloween.
Oh, that makes sense. I thought it was every Wednesday.
No, it would. That's normally what Marvel do,
That's
but I have a feeling what they've done it differently this time, specifically
To end it on Halloween.
To end it on Halloween, yeah.
So, all in all, I enjoyed the 2.
Yeah, me too. I preferred the first episode. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed the detective aspect.
I enjoyed it.
I liked it. It being the twist on the role that Wanda made Agatha play, the nosy neighbor. I also liked how they explained it in episode 2 that none of what we witnessed actually happened,
and it was just her being mad.
Yeah.
And her car was actually in a dining room, which I found hilarious.
Yeah, and the chief of police was just a neighbour. And I'm not gonna lie, I know we didn't see much of it, but seeing Agatha in the buff was kind of fun too.
I'll admit, Catherine still got it.
Yeah. Obviously, it being a Disney show, we didn't get the full Game of Thrones treatment to it, but she's got a nice butt.
Yeah.
I can't deny that. I'm sorry.
But yeah, obviously we got teenager who
Billy Kaplan.
It's gotta be.
If he's not wicked and he turns out to be some rando that don't matter, or it's Nicholas Scratch, then they've Ralph Bonered us again, and
yeah,
I don't think they're gonna do that again after the backlash they got from the Ralph Boner shit. Personally.
Yeah.
Now, I could be wrong.
There is a very big rumour that Jonathan Major filmed a scene for it, which has possibly been taken out. And you were going to find out that one of his kangs were the event of the Death Hold. But yeah, I don't know how true the rumour is about him filming something.
Yeah.
And if it has been taken out or not. But for what I've heard, the idea was one of the ancient Kangs were the writer of the Death Hold.
That'd have been cool.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like, connected to Chthon and all that stuff.
But, for obvious reasons, apparently the scene's been taken out.
See, they could quite easily change that, but it would mean paying Robert Downey Jr. to appear in freaking Agatha. Because Victor Von Doom is a magician, so him having a copy would have been cool. But all the copy... Like, I caught that straight away. Did anybody else catch that?
What?
When the creepy dude in the library said they're all gone.
Yeah.
All the copies have been destroyed.
Yeah, obviously they don't.
Everyone. I was like, it's a nod to the Dark Hole.
Yeah, it is.
So, I mean, I thought it was pretty obvious. Channeling my inner Lockhart there, but...
Yeah, I got that one as well.
There's also, like, a couple of things, like the rabbit's still there, which was called Scratch, so is that actually Nicholas Scratch?
Could be.
Rabbit form?
Could be.
And in the comics, Nicholas Scratch is her son, but are they changing it so he's one of the Salem Seven? Because they appeared all as animals first.
Possibly. I think one of the original ideas in Wanda was that it was going to turn out to be Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that's what they were planning on doing. They couldn't do that because of COVID, yeah.
Yeah, COVID happened and getting Benedict set for what one scene just wasn't worth it.
No, not with the lockdown restrictions and everything they had back then. Thank God 2020 is in the rear view.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't think Wanda's dead.
No, Wanda's definitely not dead.
Or if she is, that's why Teen is on the Witcher's Road.
Yes.
Seeing as how Wanda did come back to life using the Witcher's Road in the comics.
Not that he knows it yet, but yeah.
See, I think we talked about this. I think that he's playing Billy Kaplan, which is the reincarnated version of Billy Maximoff in the comics. But I think they're going to do a little twist on it that he doesn't remember being Billy Maximoff.
Yeah.
And walking down the road is what unlocks those memories. Like, he knows he wants to go to the road, but he doesn't know why.
Yeah.
And the power he unlocks is his true nature as the Demiurge.
Yeah.
Which is more powerful than the Scarlet Witch. So, there's that.
We find out he's got major mummy issues.
Yeah. I mean, his and Agatha's relationship is so funny. So far. It's only 2 episodes, but, like, she's only keeping him around because she's intrigued why she can't find out any information on this kid. That is it. That is the main reason he is being kept around by Agatha Harkness. I also like the fact that every witch she's walked into, she's, like, tried to pretend to be someone else. And then they've all known straight away that it's just Agatha Harkness. And they're just like, yeah, because who'd be dumb enough to join you? So.
Think about Wanda, her husband's still alive. Technically.
Technically, that's more like Theseus' ship, like they did in WandaVision. Is he Vision? Is he not?
Well, he is now. He's got the memories. But I know we're supposed to be getting a Freezing Quest series.
Please no.
Why?
I like it as an idea in, like, the background of another show. I don't want an episode, like an entire series focused on Vision.
Well, Ultron's supposed to be coming back for it.
See, I think it'd be a cool twist to have Vision Quest and the supposed Wonder Man TV show merge, because in the comics, Wonder Man was the original mind print for Vision's AI system. So
I know some of Vision's parts in the comics come from one of my favourites, Human Torch.
Yeah. So, like, well,
they could twist that if they want to bring Human Torch into it now, MCU wise,
and say that that's how they brought back White Vision. They used some of the parts,
or just some of the parts of they found a broken Human Torch and some of his parts were Vision's. Give the actor a green leg i.e. it was Vision's legs, shit like that.
Or you've just said they're bringing Ultron.
Yeah.
What? And Ultron was a Stark creation in the MCU, not a Pym creation. The Human Torch was at the Stark Expo in Captain America.
Yes.
What if when Vision destroyed Ultron, he didn't, and Ultron escaped into the Human Torch android and has been laying low this whole time?
That'd be cool.
That would be cool, because...
It would be, but I for what I've heard, James Spader is coming back.
Yeah, but you could just have James Spader as the voice.
True.
Like, it's still Ultron, isn't it? Like, he's just wearing a different skin. And you could actually show James Spader.
Oh, you could even have an actor play Human Torch, and have it be like an inner monologue.
Mm. Yeah. You
and
could,
fighting
with Ultron, but we get to see it in the perspective of they're presenting themselves as human.
Mm.
So we get the actor that's playing the Human Torch android, and then we get James Spader Ultron. That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
I actually, through our conversation, changed my mind on Vision Quest, because that sounds like an interesting plot.
It does.
If they go with our crazy idea and watch this podcast, which I very much doubt.
They could do. Like, even if you want to do a Neymar movie, Human Torch and Neymar were originally enemies.
Yep.
When Neymar was a bad guy.
Yep. Which...
you could even...
Sorry, you were saying?
You could even have that one we saw in Captain America be a duplicate, and have Human Torch actually be in a cave somewhere where Neymar's hid him for years.
Yeah, it could do. I mean, it would...
I prefer our Vision Quest idea more.
I prefer that more, just because I prefer, like, Ultron secretly being in the background this whole time doing stuff and people not really realising.
And I'd love to play him just so I could stand there and argue with James Spader.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Just have no Vision stood there going, what are you doing?
And Ultron's like, 1 second, I'm arguing with myself. Yes. That sort of thing. But no, it always wound me up that it was called Age of Ultron, and it wasn't an age.
No.
But that clearly helps fix it, in my opinion.
What else we got coming from otherwise? We've got the Ironheart series.
That looks good. Please don't have the goofy Power Ranger CGI for the suit like you did in Wakanda.
I think they tried to make it a bit different than the Iron Man suit, and they went too far.
See, it would look alright if they went with the realistic style that they did with the Iron Man suit.
I think they were basically trying something new, and it didn't work.
It's too cartoony.
I know the Hood villain is going to be in it.
Yeah, which is an interesting villain. I know usually it's a magical-based item, but I'm assuming they're going to make it a tech-based.
Possibly. I know Anthony Ramos. We know him more as Philip Schuyler and Lawrence.
Yeah.
And recently, for people who haven't seen Hamilton, he was the lead in the Transformers Rise of Beast movie. And he was in Twisters.
Yeah, he's been in quite a bit.
He's slowly making a name for himself outside of Hamilton. For I hear he's playing him, the Hood.
That'd be cool. I know, like we said, he's making a name for himself outside of Hamilton, but does that mean we can have a musical episode? Because that'd be funny.
I've heard possibly the bad guy from the first Iron Man.
Obadiah Stane.
His son apparently could be in it.
I like that because it fleshes out that character a bit more.
I've heard rumours that it's the guy who played Han Solo in the Han Solo movie. That's who he's playing. Because I know he's in the series.
Yeah.
We don't know who he's playing.
I know that, like, what I'm thinking is Obadiah, at the end of the film, it looks like he dies.
But did he?
Just because that's what we saw in the film. When the comics tried to fill it in a little bit, they, like, altered that so that he weren't dead, but it was arrested by S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
So That would be a good little twist. Now Shield's fallen, Obadiah's free.
But that would lead into Armor Wars, where, for what I've heard, Don Cheadle's War Machine is going after tech that has been stolen.
From Stark.
Yeah, Stark tech.
Yeah.
From Obadiah's and Justin Hammer.
Which leads to my favourite arc of the... Have you ever seen Iron Man Armored Adventures, the cartoon?
Yes.
Where it's like teenage Tony Stark rather than adult Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Well, there's an arc in that show where it's not really focused on the Mandarin, where you have titanium, where the Ghost steals the specs for the Iron Man armor from Tony and sells them to Obadiah and Hammer, so you get Titanium Man from Justin Hammer, and you get Ironmonger from Stain.
Yes.
And then S.H.I.E.L.D. also get a hold of it, and they get the Mandroids.
Yeah.
Now, I know they kind of did Hammer wanting to build Stark Tech before, but I think Tony being dead and him getting a hold of actual Stark Tech could lead to him building the actual Titanium Man armor. And Obadiah did build Stark Tech armor. The only thing he didn't solve was the icing problem because he'd never used the suit yet. Right?
Yes.
Now, Tony's tech's been around for ages. So if Obadiah is still alive and he gets out of prison and steals some Stark Tech, he could replicate it. And I'd love the Warmonger suit to be reminiscent of a Hulkbuster.
Yeah.
Because it's big and bulky. And the Titanium Man suit to be reminiscent of, like, early Iron Man. Don't give him, like, the nanotech suit, but, like, early War Machine type style.
Yeah. Well, obviously, he's probably also going to be dealing with the fact he's been asleep since Civil War. So
has he?
For what we've heard from them, sorry about that, that's what they've kind of clarified.
See,
that's what I'd do, because then in the movie you can have him deal with the fact his best mate is dead and he wasn't there.
Yeah, I like that to an extent, but at the same time, there's also the fact that we see him go into hospital a second time. Like, obviously, there are multiple times he's been to hospital.
But he could have been faking it.
So we don't... I know, I'm just saying that, like, there are multiple instances where he could have been taken. It doesn't have to have been the operation that Tony gave him for the prosthetic legs.
Okay, other series coming is... Talking about Wonder Man.
Yeah.
Well, I am not going to try and pronounce his name. But the guy who played Black Manta in the Aquaman films.
Yeah.
He's playing him. Oh, he was also in Candyman. And he was the young Morpheus in the latest Matrix movie.
That's a good cast. I liked him in the latest Matrix.
But he's playing Wonder Man, which I can see...
Wonder Man's more of a comedic, like, She-Hulk style.
Which I can't see him doing. But I think that's more because I know him from serious roles.
Yeah. I like the idea of, like, the California superhero star dude. Like, you know, having powers but mainly being a celebrity. We haven't really seen that much in the MCU.
As cool as that character is, he kind of takes a step back here. Come on, Ben Kingsley, he's going to be involved.
Oh, that's cool. I'm sorry you will get overshadowed by Ben Kingsley.
So we're having more Trevor Slattery.
Yeah. Which fits with the Hollywood superhero.
And we already know we've seen the Wheelman.
Yeah.
I'd like a bit more from that, but that's cool. I want a second Shang-Chi movie. I enjoyed that movie.
They promised us the 10 Rings were coming back at the end of that movie.
Downey's Doom wants them. And then I believe this is the villain, because I know he's a villain in the comic, the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, he usually works for Hydra. He has that weird scythe hand thing, which is cool.
We're getting a few animated projects.
I want Marvel, I don't think they will, but I want Marvel to do the DC thing. that James Gunn has promised, where every animated movie fits into the actual live-action universe. So, like, maybe not use the same voice actors, because that does cost more. But, like, have the storyline be referenced in live action.
And at one point, we were going to get a Wakanda series.
Yeah, which seems
based
to be
around,
shelved.
The black woman, I can never say her name.
Michonne in
Michonne. Her
Walking
character.
Dead. It's a Okoye, isn't it? I think.
And then we've got things like Marvel Zombies coming.
I'm looking forward to that as an animated thing. That is one that I would keep as an Elseworld, but you know, like Spider-Man Freshman Year, which they promised would be coming out, that I could see as a...
You see, that is still coming.
I could see that as actually being connected to the MCU and being an origin story, because it's called Freshman Year. And
then the other main one is Blade, which I hope the actor stays. I think he'll make a good Blade.
I think it'd be a good project. I thought it was a funny dig at Marvel from Wesley Snipes in the Deadpool movie where he says there's been one Blade and there'll only be one Blade.
Which the new guy actually found hilarious.
I felt it was like a dig at the fact that movie is supposed to have been coming out for years.
Yeah.
And hasn't.
It keeps hitting problems. The script isn't right. And the actor says he doesn't want to do it unless the script is right. The directors keep having to leave. So, yeah. But annoyingly, the girl from the... what they're called? The movies recently. You got movie X, which is based on a porn set. Pearl and Maxine.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be the villain in the Blade movie, called Lilith.
Yeah, I like the fact that Lilith keeps popping up in multiple things.
Maya Goth, that's her name.
You know what I mean? Like, she keeps turning up quite regularly now in multiple different things.
Yeah.
Sorry if there was a sharp change in volume. Technical issues.
Going to DC for a bit, as I keep seeing the trailer for it, Joker 2.
Yeah, you really love Joker 2.
The actor's still wrong, I don't care what people say.
You love Joker 2, don't
Lady
you?
Gaga. I had high hopes for her, because when you think Harley Quinn, Lady Gaga surely fits the bill.
Yeah.
But for what I can see in the trailer, she's not going to be a therapist. She's already in the...
She looks more like a groupie.
Groupie / already nuts in the hospital.
Yeah.
Which is the wrong way to go about it.
Yeah, definitely. The Joker is what's supposed to turn her nuts, not the other way around.
So we've got a very depressed Joker still, which is not the Joker. He's not depressed.
And nut job Harley Quinn that's more of a groupie to Arthur than anything else.
Which is annoying.
I also hate the fact that they gave the Joker a name. Like, I know it's an origin story for the Joker, so he's supposed to have a name, but I hate the fact that they gave the Joker a name. I hate the fact they gave the Joker a name in the comics.
Well, this is a better name.
Jack Napier.
No offence to Arthur's out there. But they made that name beforehand. But the director and writer decided, no, I don't want that name.
Jack Napier is an alright name. I don't like the fact that they gave it him in the comics, and I don't like the fact that they've given him a name in the movies either. I get it, because it's supposed to be an origin movie, but...
Yeah, they cast a 50-odd-year-old.
It's the Joker. He's supposed to just be an enigma,
he's not,
wrapped in a mystery, wrapped in a...
No, he's not the Joker.
Yeah, and I'm on about
I know what you
the
mean.
Joker as a character. The Joker as a character is supposed to be a mystery wrapped in an enigma, wrapped in insanity.
Yeah.
That is the Joker. Well, actually, super sanity. If you want to, if you want to get technical.
He's very, very, very sane.
So.
He's just also slightly mad.
We're all mad here, Alice.
That's cool.
What?
What you've just said. Okay, so other things we should talk about. Casting.
Oh, Thalia. Thalia got cast for Percy Jackson season 2.
I'm sorry, I'm not talking about that one. I don't care about that one.
What do you mean you don't care about that one?
Well, I do care about that one, but One Piece, not One Piece. Airbender.
Ah, okay. We'll come back to the Thalia cast, but
I'm
Rob
sorry.
really wants to talk about...
We're talking about my favourite
Toph.
character in The Last Airbender.
Let's just say the best character in that entire show.
Yeah, Toph. I can't find the girl's name, but I've heard good things about her.
I'm hoping they keep the blindness. I don't see why they would change
I've heard
it.
a rumour that they're taking it out. I really hope it's wrong.
Yeah, I hope it's a falsehood because that would completely ruin the character of Toph.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be overly protected by her parents due to the fact that she's blind, except she's a badass earthbender.
Who can get around because she feels...
The earth, meaning she's the best earthbender in a generation.
Yeah.
Arguably above Boomy. Arguably.
Yeah.
I love Boomy as much as the next guy. I know that there's a debate between who's better. Toph invented a new bending style. Boomy didn't. Just saying.
Toph's just better. It's that simple.
It's that simple. Plus, Toph is 12 and Boomy is 112.
Sticking with anime for a bit. Live action One Piece. Filling out a bit more.
Yeah, Joe Manganiello
Joe
got cast
Manganiello.
as 1, you said?
Yeah, I believe it's 1. Brilliant casting. For what I've seen, brilliant casting.
Yeah. I mean, One Piece, the live action hasn't really missed its casting.
No.
I think they're on point with who they
I
are
liked it when racists tried to come out and go, oh, you're not casting Japanese people. And the creator of One Piece came out and went...
None of them are Japanese.
No, about one of them is. Yeah. And that's the guy with the 3 swords.
Yeah.
Other than that, he purposely made them all from different places.
Isn't Luffy, like, Brazilian?
He's Brazilian. There is a British person, I believe. There's an Irish. I think there's one American. One of my favourites is Canadian, and that's bloody Chopper.
I'm sorry, but because we're doing that, the way you said that, one of them's American, one of them's British, one of them's Irish sort of thing, it sounded like the start to a really bad joke.
It did. Okay, now, Percy Jackson.
Percy Jackson. Thalia got cast, and again, racists have come out and been like, it's not book accurate. I'm sorry, but if you thought they were still going to cast a white girl to play Thalia after watching Lance Reddick last season...
May he rest in peace.
Yeah, may he rest in peace. Play Zeus, you deluded yourself. Because that wouldn't make sense.
The only person it matters with is Rick.
Yeah.
And he has okayed everybody.
Yeah. And at the end of the day...
I think he's even there in the casting decisions.
Yeah, he has final say.
If he wants to say no...
He could have. He could have said no to all of these. But let me get...
Is that Annabeth? He said he saw many people.
But she pulled it off the best.
She was the best one. He didn't really look at her with the colour.
I did see a comment that I sort of agree with. It, like... Not the race or anything like that. It's... I hope they use contacts to give her the right eye colour.
Yes.
Because I think that was a missed opportunity with Walker. He doesn't have Percy's eye colour either.
Yeah, it's true.
To be honest, I'm not that big on it. I do like the fact that every child of Zeus or Athena are described as having like storm grey eyes, where Poseidon's children are described as having sea green eyes.
Sea green?
Yeah.
I expected to say blue.
I expected it to be aqua blue because it's aqua blue in the movie, but when I reread the book, it's like a sea green.
But I love Percy Jackson mainly because it helped me with my dyslexia, to be honest.
Yeah.
Feeling less dumb about it.
So to preface this, because we never actually gave a name, the actress that has been cast as Thalia is Tamara Smart, which I haven't seen much of her work. I'm not sure what she's actually in, but I think she looked the part anyway from the little promo we got. So according to IMDb, which take that with a grain of salt because it's IMDb, Tamara Smart has been in Wendell and Wild,
Never heard.
Resident Evil, A Babysitter's Guide to Monster Hunting, I think it is.
Sounds like a Disney movie.
Yeah, The Babysitter's Guide to Monster Hunting. It does sound like a Disney movie. Artemis Fowl, The Worst Witch, Are You Afraid of the Dark, and Hard Sun, to name a few.
Oh, that's...
The one that threw even me and Rob through a loop when I was reading those out was Resident Evil.
Yeah.
But, so I haven't really seen much of her work, but she looks like she fits the part from the cheeky promo we got.
Yeah.
So, all I'm asking for is a punk aesthetic. Just make sure she has the punk aesthetic and we're all good.
So, we're coming to the end.
Yes, we're coming to the end of today's episode.
Somebody promised an announcement.
I did promise an announcement. Now, for everyone that did check out last fortnight's episode, Back to Business, you will have heard Rob request an episode where we all play D&D. So, I'm pleased to announce that after talking with our regular D&D group, they have agreed to a recorded D&D session, one shot, which will be hosted by myself and star Rob, among the others that are in our D&D group. Please stay tuned for the announcement of when this will drop, and we will be posting like character profiles, so not backstory because I don't want to spoil it for the players, but like stats and things like that, so people could have a look at that. And
I'm a monk, Sator.
You're a monk, Sator.
Yeah, that's the name, Sator.
Way of the Shadows, I believe.
Yes.
But thank you for tuning in, and we hope you tune into this D&D session, because the more popular it is, the more likely we are to do something like it again. So, hope to see you there when I announce the date, and...
I'm just going to cause havoc.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's what it is, isn't it? Like, it's D&D, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Sorry.
Especially, you know, with look of the dice, you could say, I want to jump off this cliff, and I could be like, acrobatics check, and you could be like, I rolled a 1, and...
D&D, our last D&D with our other group.
Yeah.
Time travel was involved. I went to Whoopie Tackle myself. I got a nat 20 plus a 1 for strength. I then beat my own nat 20 with a nat 20 with 5 in dexterity, so my past character basically sidestepped my present character.
Which was funny as hell, because it was like, I had him roll for his past version and his future version, because he knew his stats.
I never have got 2 nat 20s in a row.
And he got 2 nat 20s and beat himself. It was so funny. It was like, okay. Well, that attempt failed. Guess what? The thing you came back in time to stop happens anyway.
Yeah, do you know what? I rolled so well for my past self. Because no matter what everyone did, I beat it.
Yeah.
Even myself. It's like, come on.
It fit the narrative so well, because what I wanted was to make out as if no matter what, this was inevitable.
And accidentally we did it.
And accidentally D&D Beyond was like, oh, you want this to be inevitable? Well, guess what?
It is.
It's inevitable. So, yeah.
Anyway.
That's a sidetrack. But, yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Please do tune in to the HWN Does D&D when that drops.
Help.
And see you in the next episode.
It was Agatha all along.
This is Ethan.
I'm Rob.
Signing off.